everyone. Today we are going to study one more endocrine gland, and the name of this gland is adrenal gland. Let us study where exactly this gland is situated. Adrenal gland, it is situated at the top of the kidney. Suppose these are the kidneys. As we have two kidneys, so this conical structure which is present at the top of the kidney is called as adrenal gland. We have two adrenal gland and it is one of the important endocrine gland. Let us study first the histology of adrenal gland. This gland is divided into two parts, two distinct parts. The outermost covering is called as capsule, but the two distinct regions are outer part is cortex and the inner part is called as medulla. Now this cortex, it covers 80% of the adrenal gland. It means it occupies a major region of adrenal gland, and 20% it is covered by the medulla. Okay. This adrenal cortex, it is derived from the mesoderm. In embryo, we know that it is covered by three germ layers: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. So this adrenal cortex, it is derived from mesoderm, and adrenal medulla, it is derived from the ectoderm, that is the outermost layer. Now let us see where this cortex, it is divided into how many parts. Zona glomerulosa. Now zona means layer. This is the first layer. Second layer, zona fasciculata, and the third layer is called as zona reticularis. These three layers are present in the cortex region. It means cortex is divided into three regions. Outermost layer, zona glomerulosa, middle layer, zona fasciculata, and inner layer or the innermost layer of cortex is called as zona reticularis. Now as these layers, they are very important because this layer means outer layer, zona glomerulosa, they secrete the hormones called as mineralocorticoids, and the example is aldosterone. Zona fasciculata secrete the hormones called as glucocorticoids, and the example is cortisol. Zona reticularis, it secrete the hormone called as gonadocorticoids or sex corticoids, and the examples are androgen and estradiol. Whereas this adrenal medulla, it secretes epinephrine and norepinephrine. These two hormones are secreted by this structure. We will study now the functions of hormones secreted by adrenal gland. We have studied that adrenal gland is divided into two distinct parts. Outer part is cortex and the inner part is medulla. The cortex is divided into three layers. These three layers secrete three different hormones. The first category is called as mineralocorticoid, second category glucocorticoid, and the third category is called as gonadocorticoid hormone. Now these three hormones are secreted by three different layers which are present in the cortex region. Mineralocorticoids, one example I have taken is aldosterone. Glucocorticoid example is cortisol, and gonadocorticoids example is androgen and estradiol. Now if you see clearly, here you will find here the word mineralocorticoid, means definitely this hormone, it is related with the minerals. Corticoid words we are specifically using for the cortex, so it becomes better to remember the things. Mineralocorticoids related with the minerals, glucocorticoid related with the glucose level, and gonadocorticoids means related with the gonads, and gonads means male gonad and the female gonad. So let us see one by one. Functions of aldosterone. It regulates salt and water balance. Second, it also regulates blood volume and blood pressure. Third function, it increases the sodium level in the blood and it decreases the potassium level in the blood. So these all are the functions of aldosterone. Okay. Now come to glucocorticoids. One example of this hormone is cortisol. Now let us study the function of this cortisol. It regulates the metabolism of carbohydrate, proteins and lipids. That's why the name has given gluco, means it is related with the metabolism of carbohydrate also, protein also and lipid also. It also increases the blood glucose level. This is the second function. The third function, it acts as a immunosuppressive. Fourth function, it suppresses the activity of antibodies. It is also used in the treatment of allergy and it acts as a stress hormone. Whenever we are in the stress condition, at that time this hormone is released. Now one thing just I want to clear very elaborately. Whenever we are having any injury, at that time there is a fighting in between our antibodies and antigen. At that time our body shows so many side effects. For example, our body shows the inflammation, our body may shows the rashes, our body may shows increase in the temperature. So these are the side effects. But up to certain extent it is okay. But if this side effect start increasing, then definitely they may damage our body. At that time, this cortisol plays a very important role because this cortisol, it suppresses the synthesis of antibodies. It also suppresses our immunity. So this hormone is very important. Now let's come to gonadocorticoids. Examples are androgen and estradiol or estrogen. Functions: development of secondary sexual characters in case of male and in case of female. Now first we should know what are the secondary sexual characters in male. In case of male, deepening of voice. Second, the hair pattern which is present in male is different as compared to female. For example, in case of male, the hair will be present on the face, the hair will be present on the chest, on the backside also. So these are the secondary sexual characters in case of male. In case of female, what are the secondary sexual characters? In case of female, the development of the breast, initiation of menstrual cycle, these are the secondary sexual characters in case of female. And these hormones are responsible for development of secondary sexual characters if these hormones are secreted in the normal quantity. But if these hormones are secreted in excess quantity in female, then naturally the condition is called as virilism and hirsutism. What exactly these two terms means? The excess of hair start coming in case of female on the face. The condition is called as virilism and hirsutism. Okay. In case of male, there is an enlargement of the breast, which is not a normal thing. The condition is called as gynecomastia. So this is all about the hormones secreted by adrenal cortex and their function. We will study now the hormones secreted by adrenal medulla. What is adrenal medulla? adrenal medulla, it is the inner part of adrenal gland. This part, it secretes two hormones, namely adrenaline, or it is also called as epinephrine. Noradrenaline, which is also called as norepinephrine. Now this hormone, particularly, it is called as the emergency hormone. Now why it is called as emergency hormone? Let us see. But this hormone, it is also called as 3F hormones. Now this F stand for fight, flight and fright. Now what do you mean by this 3F? Whenever we are in a dangerous situation or emergency situation, at that time either we will fight with that situation, or we will run away, or we'll get scared also. At that time we'll get scared also. So this 3F, at this 3F, this hormone is particularly secreted by adrenal medulla. Now this hormone, it increases the cardiac output also during emergency situation, and it also increases the glucose level in the blood. Now this hormone, this norepinephrine, it bring back the normal situation. It regulates the BP also, and it acts as a vasoconstrictor. Vasoconstrictor means what? It reduces the diameter of blood vessel so that the heart, so that the blood pressure, it increases. So this is all about the functions of adrenaline and noradrenaline secreted by adrenal medulla. Let us study the disorders related to adrenal cortex. Hyposecretion and hypersecretion. Now hypo means less secretion, hyper means more secretion. Now here hyposecretion of particularly mineralocorticoid and glucocorticoid, it results in one disorder called as Addison's disease. This hypersecretion means excess secretion of mainly glucocorticoid, it results in one disease called as Cushing's disease. Now let us study what are the characteristics of Addison's disease. Extreme fatigue means tiredness, weight loss and decrease in appetite means loss of hunger, darkening of the skin, it is also called as hyperpigmentation, low blood pressure, low blood sugar level, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, low sodium and high calcium level, muscle and joint pains, depression, body hair loss. So these all are the characteristic of Addison's disease. Now let us study Cushing's disease. This is due to excess secretion of glucocorticoid, weight gain particularly, and the condition we call obesity. Here it is weight loss, but here there is a gaining or the increasing weight. Skin injuries that are very slow to heal. Fatigue, here also fatigue due to obesity. Muscle weakness, increase blood sugar level, increase urination. Through urine also the blood it goes. Increase the thirst, as more and more urination is there, so thirst increases. Osteoporosis, headache, anxiety, depression, mood swing and wasting of limb muscles. Wasting means the limb muscles become slowly and slowly weak and weak. So this is all about hyposecretion and hypersecretion of adrenal cortex.